shot it bad. Papa. You a dork, never been a sport.
What's up, you guys? It's Skinny B and I am back for another video. Now this video is going to be a different kind of video. I will be talking about how I tested positive for the coronavirus and survived the coronavirus. So without further ado, let's just get into this video. So just a little bit about myself. I am an LVN. I've been an LVN for 2 years, and I've been working in a nursing home for almost 2 years. And honestly, it is not easy, but I knew what I was getting myself into when working in the nursing home, because I was a CNA in a nursing home and that was my first job, so I knew what to expect. So let's get into the day where everything changed. It was on April 29th on a Wednesday, and it was my Friday. I was so excited. I was like hoping that nothing goes wrong, and as soon as I got to work, it was complete madness. A few of the residents had very high fevers. A few of the residents had high fevers, and 2 residents had extremely high fevers, over 100. So we had to monitor them really closely. So I gave everyone that had fevers their medicine and checked their fevers later on, and their fevers went down, so everything was okay. Then a resident that was on isolation coughed on my arm, so I had to scrub my arm really good, and I told my boss that the resident that was on isolation coughed on my arm, so I'm just letting you know. And my boss pretty much kind of deflect the whole thing, so that caused quite a concern for me. And then towards the end of the shift, I am pretty much doing count with other nurse, and one of the CNA said that the resident that had the high fever before is having another high fever. So at that point, it was very scary, like a very scary situation. So then as soon as I got home around 2 o'clock in the morning, I just started coughing like crazy. Like I couldn't even go to sleep. And then later on that day, I started getting a sore throat, a running nose, kept coughing, throwing up, losing appetite. And so I called the doctor because I was very concerned. So he asked me if I had a fever. I said, I don't feel hot or anything. I don't feel like I have a fever, but I still need to get tested for the coronavirus. So he made an appointment for me the next day around 11:30, I believe. So at that point, I was really nervous, extremely nervous. So then May 1st hit. It was a Friday, and I pretty much, they did just like a going up to your car and do the throat and nasal swab. And anybody that did the test knows that the nasal swab was completely uncomfortable. Like, it was really uncomfortable. So after the test was done, my mom and I went to Vegas. So that way, if I did test positive for the coronavirus, at least I will be at home with my family, just to have like support. So I had my mask on the entire time, and I wasn't really around my family that much. I was just in my room pretty much watching movies and playing games. It is now May 2nd on a Saturday. Around 8:30 in the morning, I saw a missed call. I saw that I had a voice message, and it came from the doctor, and the doctor said that he will call me back a little later. And in my mind, I knew that I tested positive for the virus. And so around 9 o'clock, I got a call from the doctor to pretty much confirm that I tested positive for the coronavirus. And So he pretty much told me just stay quarantined for 10 days and keep myself hydrated. And at that point I didn't know what to think. I was upset, thinking like, this is not gonna happen to me. You know, just hearing about it and the fact that it's spreading through the entire world, that caused like a really bit of concern for me. So I told my parents, and they prayed for me. They gave me like my mini fridge, so that way I'll have something to drink. So I had water, and I was still taking my prenatal vitamins, so that helped. And my mom gave me vitamin C supplements. Also, I had a vitamin D, which everybody needs because that actually helps. And as far as my symptoms are actually fading away a little bit. I wasn't having that much of a sore throat, and sorry y'all, this is just a very, very scary situation. My parents took a test 2 or 3 days later, and results came back negative for them, which I was really happy about. My appetite came back, so I was pretty much calling my mom for spaghetti like every 3 hours because, you know, I'm pregnant, so my cravings was getting up there. And after I tested positive, I called my job and informed them that I tested positive for the virus. So I was pretty much out of work for 2 weeks, and I told my grandma, and she was praying for me over the phone. And I was really grateful that a lot of close friends and family members were calling almost every day to check on me, making sure I was okay. And I was really grateful. Oh, and then come to find out that the resident that coughed on me tested positive for the virus as well. Just the fear of me going back to work, I decided that I will not return to work for the time being, because it's still scary, and I don't want to risk myself getting the virus again and putting my baby at risk as well. So I really want everyone to stay safe, wear your mask, wash your hands, pretty much cover your mouth when you cough, sanitize, everything, because this is not a joke. This is real, and people are taking it as a joke. Of course, everything is opening up right now. Please, everyone, please be cautious, because this is real. And I'm actually doing a lot better. I am now 17 weeks, so I'm just happy that I made it through this and my baby is healthy. I'm just really excited, and I'm fearful of how it's going to be in the near future. So if you have any questions, put it down in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you share this video, because a lot of people needs to see this video.
I got the drip, come get it now. They do anything for clout. 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 A whole lot of people need to hit this. Need to hit this. Whole lot of people need to hear this. Hear this. Hear this. Whole lot of people need to hear this.
Todd, can you play that again?
It's a lot of names on my head. To my head. To my head. To my head list. It's a lot of names on my head. To my head. To my head. To my head list. It's a lot of names on my head list. To my head list. To my head list. It's a lot of names on my head list. To my head list. To my head.